is if you cannot pivot yet, it's best to just do a tight circle. So let's say we're in a little box right now and he doesn't know how to pivot. I'm just gonna try to push his head away from me and put him in a tight of circle walk around as I possibly can. So I'm purposely pushing him off balance so he doesn't pivot, even though he knows how. Good boy. So just try to give me your best fast effort in a tight circle, tight area, and then move on. If you're trying to do it like quarter by quarter, one step at a time, what you guys can work at home is just getting this shoulder unstuck. That's what I saw the majority of the time, was this shoulder. The horse did not want to move out of your space when you walked into their space. Okay? So there's a few different activities and ways you can do that. One is with the end of your rope or with a whip. I like to put one hand, look, he already knows, look how he's moving away. He knows what this game is. So one hand right in the knot of the rope halter or the buckle of a web halter. I'm gonna put one hand up and the other hand is gonna tap on the shoulder. See how he automatically moved away? That was an effort. We're gonna stop there. This time I want to cross over, so I'm gonna add some pressure more in that shoulder until he crosses that front leg. Perfect, just like that. That's gonna come back, good boy. And again, I'm gonna walk right into him. Good, so you crossed over. If you click, if you treat, if you do whatever, pretend like this big meaty part of the neck or their ear, their throat latch is a window and you're walking straight into this revolving door. See how we crossed over? That's how we're gonna start our pivot, moving those shoulders. Cross, 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 good. Nice and slow, nice and steady. I'm not worried about the back legs yet. I just want the front legs, the shoulders to move. Cross, cross. Like I said, I'm not worried about the pivot yet. Good, cross. So, oh hi, oh more friends to help. So, I don't care if his back legs are planted yet. First, those shoulders are free, they're moving. The leg closest to me is crossing over this outside one. That's what I want, that nice forward movement around. Now, next thing we're gonna do is teach him how to plant the back legs, because sometimes this gets into a pretty big circle around, which is fine if there's no box, but if you put yourself in a box, then you can't be walking around in this big circle. So one way I teach this is just with a pole or a rail. Let's see, donkey. We don't need so much donkey help, just so you know. I'll try to demonstrate it right here. Okay, so I'm gonna line his butt up with the rail. There's deer behind him, he's a little worried. You're okay, Leo. So now, I'm going to ask for those shoulders to move. You can look at the deer. And ask for the shoulders to move this direction. Cross, cross, cross. Good. So now, hopefully you saw that. Boy, Leo. That we kept his butt on the rail and moved his forehand away. So that way he's not backing up, he's not going forward. I have control of where his butt is, and I have control of where his shoulders are going. Want to try again? We'll try the other direction this time. So I'm going to put his butt right at the camera. Good, right there. Now I'm going to move his shoulders around. I'm going to walk right into his neck like it's a big window. And keep him right on the rail. Perfect. Good job. All right, so that's one way you can practice keeping the butt still and the shoulders moving. Another way is incorporating your side pass. So they're moving both directions, and then stop them and get them to move only the shoulder. Again, pushing in like he's a door that I'm pushing away. See how his feet stayed right where they should? That's a good way to practice. Okay, one more. One more kind of trick to make your horse listen to where their front legs are going. Get a cone. This one's really big, so it's going to be a little harder. I don't think he's ever done this before, but we're gonna try and practice controlling where their front legs go by trying to get them to touch the cone and even knock over the cone. Perfect, just like that. Perfect, good boy. And if you're an expert, you can get him to set it back up again. Okay, so he's never done that particular trick or maneuver, but that's something I teach all of my horses how to do. So I want you to control perfectly of where their feet are at all times. And because I always have such good control of his feet, I figured he would do that just fine, and he did. So grab a cone and practice getting your horse to push it over and pick it up. Okay. Pretty close, but you're standing on the corner. Head up. Try to get it with this foot. Good job. Back up. Good boy. Now pick up. Woohoo! All right, there's your challenge, you guys. Try to do this. If you can do that, you're gonna have excellent control of your horse's feet.